Hi, I'm Lori Dufresne with Optavia. I'm a certified health coach, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about going on a diet or creating your best possible life. So, how many of you have ever gone on a diet before? I know that I've personally gone on probably 20 or 30 of them, and I had a lot of past experiences that weren't necessarily very good. When I thought about going on a diet or losing weight, I really thought the words that popped in my head were deprivation, frustration, disappointment. What are some words that go on in your mind when you think about going on a diet? Are they negative ones like mine, or are they positive ones? Because negativity brings negativity. It gives you a negative result. So getting started on your health journey, we want to make it a positive experience. So one of the things I had to tell myself was if I wanted this time to be different, I had to treat it different. I had to completely have a blank slate. And I had to erase all of my programs running me, thinking that I wasn't going to be successful and thinking that it was going to be hard and it was going to be deprivation and I could only last on this for so long before I couldn't wait to go back to eating my brownies again or having pizza or things like that. Things had to change in my mind, and I had to look at the experience as a whole new experience. So let's talk a little bit about mindset and how to make this experience a completely different, long-lasting one, and how we can look at this as not a race to get there, but actually you're in this for the marathon. You're in this for the long run. You're playing the long game on this. So think about some of the favorite things that you love to do in life. Let's just say spending time with family. That's one of the things that I love. I love spending time with family. And if I was to think of words to describe that, I would think of joy and happiness and laughter and fun and excitement. Those are words I would use to describe it. So what if you take what you love and you think about the feeling that you feel when you're doing whatever that is. Some of you, it might be hiking or being out in the outdoors. Some of you might be just spending time with family. Some of you could be going on walks. Some of you could be loving when you're in a place of quiet and silence. I know I like that because I've got kids and busy life. And when I can just have silence, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so therapeutic to me. So get yourself to that place, okay? And it's different for everybody. But just get yourself to that place where you can feel like this is my happy spot. And think about words that pop into your mind that are going to make you, to describe how you feel when you're doing that. So when you're out in nature, if that's what you love, what are some words that describe how you feel when you're in nature? Is it gratitude? Is it happiness? Is it I'm serenity? Whatever those words are for you, what if I challenge you to do this? What if you take those words and you tell yourself that my health journey is going to bring me serenity in my life. It's going to bring me more balance in my life. I'm going to feel so happy when I can release that burden of feeling overweight and disappointed in myself. What if I could release that burden and just feel at peace? What if I could, my health journey is going to create happiness. It's going to create joy. It's going to create confidence, right? Take what you love in your life and apply that into your health journey. So instead of looking at this like it has to be negative things, it can actually be positive things. And I was listening to an audiobook today, and the author was saying a statement of, it's so easy when you find out it doesn't have to be hard. Really sit with that. It's so easy when you find out that it doesn't have to be hard. So getting healthy, does it really have to be hard? And why are we making it hard? Why are we bringing so much negativity into the equation sometimes, where I feel like I can't participate in life and I can't go out with friends and my whole life has to change and can't eat this and I miss food and all of those things that just wrap you up. When that is what's consuming you, is the negativity, more than likely you're not going to succeed long term at this. More than likely you're looking at this as a diet. So I want to give you a shift in perspective. What if this was easy? What if it was simple? What if you looked at this as bringing you joy? And what if you focused on the joy and the simplicity instead of the deprivation? What if you could look at this as creating your best possible life? Your life is so amazing because you are the architect of your life and you're designing it, right? You get to design it. You're in charge of what you put in your mouth. There's not a lot of things we're in control of in our life, but one of the things we are in control of is what we're physically putting into our mouth. And a lot of people like control. I know I'm one of them. When you feel that you're in control because you're in structure, then you feel like, guess what? I can make my own choices. And I'm going to choose to be healthy today because you know what? That's what I want. That's where my happiness is. Let's talk a bit about deprivation, because I hear that a lot with working with my clients. I feel so deprived. I'm going to challenge you on this thought. We feel that we're depriving ourselves of a glass of wine or brownies or desserts or whatever that is, right? We feel that we're depriving ourselves of that. But I'm going to challenge you to another shift of perspective. What life are you depriving yourself of? What quality of life? For some of you, it's the burden of carrying weight and feeling insecure and unhappy with yourself and depressed. And it's so many medications that you know that you have the power to possibly get off of if you could change your eating habits. Some of it is, it's different for everybody. There's people that can't get on the floor and play with their grandchildren because they can't get back up again. There's dads that want to hike up of a mountain with their boys, but they don't have what it takes, and they're missing out on life, and they're missing out on so much. So are you depriving yourself of food and alcohol, or are you depriving yourself of living a quality life? And that shift in perspective can really, really make a change for you as you're trying to create your best possible life. So I encourage you, no matter where you are in your health journey, you might just be listening to this as you're just getting started. You might be halfway on your journey, or you might be towards the end. Focus on creating your best possible life. Focus on how your life is going to look different. That's how you establish your why. That's how you establish creating a lifelong change. You hear us talking about creating a lifelong transformation, living your best possible life. When you come into this to focus on getting a specific number on a scale, you're losing so much sight on all of the other things that are happening for you in your life. So get that energy, get participating back in life again. Stop sitting on the sidelines and watching, but actually be an active participant in your life, in your family's life. That's how you're living your best possible life. And when you take the focus less on so heavily on the things that you're depriving yourself of physically putting into your mouth, then you're going to awaken yourself into what's waiting ahead for you. You're going to awaken yourself into what your best possible life looks like. Because when we shed the pounds and we shed the burden and we shed the insecurities, we show up more confident in life. We show up our best version. We're more patient with our family. We're more patient with our children. We're more patient with our friends and more patient driving on the freeway. We're more patient at work. We're happier. We're in a better place. We're in a more positive state of being and positive state of mind. So look at that as a completely different focus on what you're creating instead of being totally focused on what you're depriving yourself of. Because depriving yourself of food is is not going to necessarily get you to what you're looking for. Saying that it's hard, saying that it's challenging and that you're too busy and that you're this and you're that is going to prevent you from ever living this life. So there has to be a mental shift that changes in there. And I hope this brings some value to you today, understanding that if you commit to living your best possible life, you will never say the word diet again. Diets are what you have done in the past. Now you're living your best possible life. And I hope that brings value to you. I hope that you can start saying that when people are offering you food or drinks or things that are going to maybe take you off course or off plan. Say thank you. Thank you so much. I'm in a pass right now. I'm really working on creating my best possible life. I'm really focusing on my health. I hope I don't offend you, but it would mean the world to me if you could support me in that. Okay? So I hope that helps you guys today. I hope you can continue focusing on living your best possible life and not focusing on this being a hard journey, because it's not. It's not. The people that look at this as an easy, simple process create an easy, simple process, and they create results in their life. So I send you all my love and support, and continue focusing on you, because you're worth it and you've got an amazing life waiting ahead for you.